So just take a moment. Remember, when you're expanding, first you look for a fraction. If you don't see a fraction, we don't have any subtraction. Then you look for multiplication. How do you expand multiplication? With what? Addition. And the last thing you're going to do is move exponents to the front. So I'm going to give you a couple minutes to just try. I'm just going to peek over our shoulders and see what we come up with. Not bad at all. Thank you so much. I appreciate the effort. That's all I expect you to do is try. You know, we in school, we learning. All right, so we don't have any fractions. So the first thing I'm going to do, I want you to notice that there are three things. We have a 16. So we have a 16, let me zoom in. That's going to get its own log. This x gets their own log, and z cubed gets their own log. So when you separate it, it should become log little bitty 4 of 16. So I put a plus or a minus next. Plus log little bitty 4 of x. What's next? Plus or minus? Plus log little bitty 4 z to the power of 3. So I calculated that I have taught about 3,200 kids or something like that. A lot. Here is the mistake. This is the mistake that I don't want you to make. And do not write this down, though. Okay, so one of the leading mistakes on this unit is just doing this. That is not right. Okay, what is wrong with that second way that I wrote it?
You didn't put the logs.
A log has to go with each one. You just don't put plus signs in between. That's not how it works. All right, so now we're on step 3, which is look for exponents. So we got 3 terms. I have my 16. And then I have x. And then I have z cubed. Do any of these have an exponent?
Yes.
They do. When it has an exponent, it moves right here. So your final answer, log little bitty 16 plus the log little bitty 4x plus 3. 3 goes in front of that log. Little bitty 4z. And that is your final answer. Any questions about that? All right, take about 2 minutes and try to do the second one. Try to expand it. Again, same steps. First, you look for a fraction. All right, then you look for multiplication. Then you look for exponents. I'm going to help you get started here. What I want you to know is that you're going to have to put, first you're going to do log 3x, and then am I going to put a plus or a minus because it's a fraction? A minus, and then it'll be log 2y squared. All right. I'm going to put this part here in parentheses because it's more than just one thing, okay? So when you're finished, you should have 4 logs. So now I want you to take and break these apart because these are being multiplied. Go ahead and do that. But keep the parentheses after the subtraction sign. So when you break that apart, this becomes log 3 plus log x. All right, so I'm going to bring down the subtraction sign. Let's start a parentheses. And then my parentheses, I'm going to have log 2 plus log of y squared. Oops, out of space. Get myself a little bit more room there. All right. The only reason why this is the first time where we've had more than one thing in the bottom. All right. If there's multiple things in the bottom, we do have to put it in parentheses. And now we're going to look at our base, our term. So we got a 3, a x, a 2, and a y squared. Do any of those have exponents? Right. Which one? Y. So this one gets moved right here. So your final answer, log 3 plus log x minus, and then in parentheses, log 2 plus 2 times the log of y. And that would be our final answer. All right, I'm not asking if you could take your test today. Our test is still a few weeks away, but how do you feel about the process? Like, I'm not asking if you could do it by yourself, but if you don't understand the steps, like if you understand the steps, thumbs up. If you don't understand the steps, thumbs down. If you don't even know what I'm doing, thumbs to the side or thumbs down. So I'm just trying to see where we are. Like, how do we feel? I need everybody to show me. How do you feel? Where are we at? Up, down, middle? Okay. All right. So we got some middles, but we don't have any downs. So that's okay. We can work with that. That means we're getting there. We're emerging. All right. So now I want you to look at page 8. We're going to do the opposite. The opposite of expanding is to condense. Okay. Now, the first thing we do is we look for numbers in the front. Do you all see these questions? Am I on the right page?
Yeah.
You see it? Okay. All right. So what I mean is, do you notice how this 2 is right here and this 4 is right there? That means that those are exponents. Okay. This 2 is an exponent for y, and the 4 is an exponent for z. So I'm going to move those to their right position. So it'll be log baby 9 y squared plus log baby 9 z to the 4th minus log baby 9 x. All right, what's the second step to condense? After we move our exponents, what do we look for next? Addition. Do we have any addition? Do we have an addition sign? All right. So these two terms are being added together. And what that tells me is that I am multiplying y squared and z to the 4th. So I'm going to shrink that down to just one log. So that would be log baby 9 y squared z to the 4th. See how I'm shrinking that down? Minus log baby 9x. All right, now we look for subtraction. Do we have a subtraction sign? Yes. So what that means is that this, because it's in front, I'm going to put this on top of the fraction. And the x, because it's in the back, goes on the bottom of my fraction. So last step, go ahead and make your log, little bitty 9, and then make your fraction. On top of the fraction, you have y squared z to the 4th. And on the bottom of our fraction, we have an x. And that is our final answer. All right, let's look at 4. So 4, first, we always, same order. Don't try to skip around, okay? See how this is right there and this is right there. The first thing I'm going to do, even though they're numbers, we're still going to do it the same, okay? I'm going to take that 2, move it to the exponent for 5. So that's going to become a 5 squared. And this 2 becomes an exponent of 3. So that's going to be a 3 squared. So I have log baby 250 minus log baby 2 5 squared plus log baby 2. I always run out of space. Okay. 3. Okay, that's my first step. Notice that we have parentheses, so I am going to put that back and let me put these parentheses back. Okay. The next step is look for addition. Do we have anything being added? Yep, inside of the parentheses. So I'm going to log baby 250 minus log baby 2. And what am I multiplying together? What'd you say, Isaiah? 5 squared, and what else? The 3. So you could change it to 25, but let's just keep it simple. We're just gonna keep it 5 squared. Let's not even try to do all that. All right, lastly, because we have subtraction, we're going to make our fraction. In the top of the fraction, we're putting a 50. That's all we got upstairs, just a plain old 50. In the bottom of the fraction, we have a 5 squared times 3. So in the top, I have 50. In the bottom, 5 squared times 3. Yes. What is it? Oh, yeah, the 3 is squared. Thank you. I'm so glad somebody paying attention. Yeah, this is a 3 squared. Thank you so much, Inma. I appreciate you. All righty. So let's all take out our Chromebook so we can start Magic School.